Hey guys, I'm Rob.
And I am Phil.
And today we... Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, there you go. Thanks. See, that's my strategy. I interrupt Rob with a beer so I can talk about the tool. We are talking about the FastCap hole saw mandrel. This is a quick connect mandrel, and just like most things out of FastCap, it is designed to make you a more efficient person or worker, carpenter, whatever your trade is. If you're drilling holes, this is fast. Check it out. I keep my hand off of this black collar. I want to put my hand there the first time I used it.
Intuitively you do.
Yeah, but there's a mechanism in there that is going to turn when I push this into the actual hole saw blade, and it just pops right in, and then I can tighten it, and there's
do that again.
Zero vibration.
Do that again. So
which is the enemy of hole saws.
I've got the old school one. Ready? Just put it on. And I missed a couple of threads. I probably would have another thread. That's fast.
Oh, so super fast.
It's really fast, and you know it's for $20. FastCap crushed it on the mandrel. I want to talk to you about.
Done.
You like that?
Done.
And super stupid.
What I would hate is you spend all this time getting the mandrel on there, and then you start drilling the hole, and the vibration just kills you because you got something loose in there.
Yeah.
And then you're not cutting efficiently. You're causing a lot of vibration, which makes you tired. This is amazing.
It's really good. I mean, it's like a gadget that I'm super excited about. I grew up. That sounds weird, but when
I was a child, I introduced my first mandrel.
My first mandrel was a screw-on, right? And then they have these, Lennox came out with these super cool ones that you'd screw on. We all have them, right? And then you would have to index the two holes. You have to rotate back until they lined up on the holes, and boom. And they work great. And we'd chuck them on our drills. Now they have the quick chuck, but
yeah. So
used them for years. Loved to hate them. That's all I had. And then Bosch came out with these really cool things. It was called the power change, right? So it's a collet, spring-loaded collet, and then you would have to buy. At the time, you would have to buy the Bosch hole saws because they have this adapter.
They're like welded on there, right?
It's totally welded on. You can't change this, and you can't use Lennox. And watch this.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
And then in. Oh. But that always happens too. The drill bit comes out. So it's push in, take off.
Yeah.
Super fast. I fell in love with these. Except guess what, guys? You can't find these anywhere. You gotta go. I think Home Depot might have had them for a while, but you gotta order them. It's not like you can go to the lumber yard down the street and just pick up a Lennox because that's all they sell.
Yeah.
And throw your mandrel on it.
You got a hole saw that the 4.5 that you use all the time.
Yeah.
That's dull. You go to buy a new one, you can't find that one.
And then Diablo came out.
Very similar.
Very similar. It's almost, to me, it seems exactly the same. Thee just different.
Yeah, it almost seems like a private label.
So Diablo has this, but what Diablo did differently, guys, that I really think was smart. Bosch kind of screwed themselves by putting these on. I bet we could put a wrench in this and take it off. Don't you think?
Yeah, but it's not compatible with other hole saws. It doesn't appear because it's got that. Well, maybe
it's got that flare. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a wrench.
All I'm saying is I feel like a sissy because I'm over here trying to unscrew these collets and I can't.
Well, so Diablo sells theirs with this collet on it, or this.
And then you can buy them separately to adapt any hole saw.
Yeah.
So it's the next step in that concept.
So you can screw this onto your Lennox, and you can buy a bunch of these from Diablo, which is great. And voila. You've got your good to go. So you can use it on any hole saw that accepts these collets.
And
they give you two different sizes. Do you see that?
Yeah, but what about this is
you're not stacking.
I'm a Bushka situation. It's no longer.
You're not doing
this is going to be a pain.
You're not doing this.
Like, look at the difference here. And there's 3 more saws in there.
So we got this, which is probably the cheapest option and still around. We've got this, which is a pretty sweet option, and now we have the FastCap option, which I really, really like.
Yeah, and I would say part of the reason that this takes the cake, it's that one motion. I'm clicking it in, and I'm locked, and I'm tight, and then I just need to do a little bit of tightening, and I'm rock solid. And that requires zero modification of the hole saw. You can buy this at any lumberyard, any store, and it's compatible with this product.
That's the key. It's zero. But tell me, does that look confusing? And technical as shit. Look at these little things and there's little spring loaded, maybe a lot of stuff that can go wrong.
What scares me a little bit is the complexity. But I mean,
there's clearly a spring in here.
Yeah.
Right. Because I can feel it when I push it in. Oh, I did something wrong.
That's why we can't have nice things, right?
That's why we can't have nice things. But so there's clearly a spring in there, and you can see it. Yeah, you can see it when you push it in.
Yeah, I mean,
It's so fast.
When it clips in, it's no longer in motion, so there's not like there's a ton of moving parts. It's just that clipping motion, but still, it is a little bit scary. But I guess it's not as that much more complicated than maybe the spring in this thing. Who knows?
Probably not. Yeah.
But it's well worth it because zero modification to the actual hole saw. You don't have to worry about these things. Your saws are going to be able to stack neatly and nicely, compatible and super fast. It's just stupid fast.
So I think the answer for my worries, something might go wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
I'd just have two of them. I'd buy two.
For $20. It's
Yeah,
like
for $20, I'd have one. I'd use it, and then I'd have a backup. And I mean, as you can see, this is my hole saw kit we're looking at. I've got all of these in my kit. Every one of them. Do I need every one of these? No, I could probably get away with two of these, and maybe one of the old school ones just in case. But I never throw anything away if it works. So
yeah.
I would probably have two.
I mean, I would say what is most impressive, and I feel like I've said this 3 times, and is just how rock solid it is. Zero
I've
vibration.
been meaning to talk to you about your repetitiveness, actually. You've been very repetitive on these videos.
I just think about the amount of times drilling, trying to like vent something through, these old houses that have just like layer upon layer, and then you're just like sitting there, and if it's a little loose, you're just not getting the bite of the saw, and it
yeah,
just
but these stay tight. These are pretty tight.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure that is pretty tight. I'm just saying.
This is great. I love the system. I just hate these call-outs that you have to buy. So, or you have to buy the kit. So, I mean, I think it's a win. Again, I think.
Oh, the other thing is the actual drill bit. It's got a like a 3-sided section, so it's a unique type of drill bit, and they all seem pretty shallow. So that's the one thing is that I haven't seen a good pilot. You're not getting the good pilot.
Oh, you're not getting a long bit.
Which I wonder what the deal is.
Well, I guess you could. I mean, they sent us a couple different drill bits, but I wonder if you could get longer ones.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. Or maybe that's set up for shorter, like fat ones, or like this one here.
Yeah.
Try this one. Try that one.
That probably works.
Dryer vent.
But still, I like the.
So what were you telling me about? Well, first of all, I think FastCap is innovative. If you go to their website, FastCap.com, they've got some really cool stuff like the workbench we run in here. They've got lots of innovative things that solve problems.
Yeah.
Right? What were you telling me about them? You were saying they were lean or something? Or?
Yeah, Paul Akers, who had a cabinet making shop basically.
Yeah. And
he was crushing it, and it was really clean shop, was doing really good work, and then he started inventing these tools for carpenters and cabinet makers.
Problem-solving tools, right?
Yeah.
He was seeing issues that he was having. He was probably finding solutions around them.
Yeah, and he's got a great story about this tool called the Laser Jam, and it used to take him 45 minutes to make it. He brought in some consultants, and they're like, "Hey, can you help me out?" And the consultant's like, "You don't know anything about manufacturing." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And they took that 45-minute process and dropped it to something like 13 minutes.
Wow.
And yeah, really just. And he sort of got addicted to lean, and you can just watch videos of Paul. Just he'll have he has one of like a burrito, and he's like, "How can I make this burrito lean?" It's so cool. So for guys in the trades especially, it's sort of like an inspiration because you make money.
Well, I'm totally
with
about
your
efficiency.
Time. So the more efficient you
yeah.
can be, and he gets you thinking about that. So it's cool.
It's all about efficiency, and
this is a great example of that. That's just
super
the manifestation of how do we make things. How do I save 4 seconds doing this for the 100 times I'm going to do it, in a week or something. So
that's cool. So have you read his book yet?
He's got a bunch.
Yeah,
I've only started reading one, but that aside, I mean, this is a great conversation about mandrels, and this is a great solution to, just taking that. Rob said it himself. These are really fast. This is just taking it one step further, and that's going to save you.
This.
Yeah. Yep.
Minus this. So.
And that's just saving you seconds, and that's what it's all about, being more efficient.
I'm impressed with it. It's going in the box. I might have to get rid of one of these because I'm starting to
Is this going to be your starter?
That's going to be my go-to now. Ace. And the thing is, these are dedicated, so I will probably still use these because they're dedicated and they're still good and sharp.
Yep.
But for anything that doesn't have an adapter on it, I'm not putting adapters on anything anymore. I'm using that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know. Leave a comment.
What's your go-to mandrel, or what do you think about this concept?
How's your mandrel?
My mandrel is doing just fine. Thank you very much. How's your mandrel doing?
We'll see you later, guys. Take care. My mandrel's doing just fine. Boom.